the speakers are at it, I want perfect silence. Now, the cardinal rule of my ham session is, even if I'm wrong, I'm right. Now, I know that's slightly autocratic, but that's just to maintain a certain degree of decorum and order out here. We have done away with the buzzers and the switchboard system which the organizers had arranged for. And I have a panel of 3 spotters. I presume they're the spotters out there. Can you please raise your hands for the audience to see? Okay, thank you. Yeah. And I have 8 speakers out here, starting from my very right and to your left. Please go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm N.Venkatraman from St. Thomas's Church School, Nora.
Hello, I'm Samrat Chakraborty from St. Thomas's Kidderpo. Well, as far as my hobbies are, I love writing poems, listening to music, and also making friends. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. I mean, since this fest has a lot to do with interaction, I'd rather have it if the speakers not just monotonously go on and say, my name is this, I'm from this school. We'd like to hear a little more about you, okay?
Hi, I'm Vasu, Kochar, from representing myself from Shri Shikshayatan. My interests are drawing, painting, and I like playing also. Thank you.
Okay. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
I'm Ratan Postwalla from St. Xavier's College, and I'm novice.
Okay, I don't hear any claps and I don't hear any hoots and screams. Come along. Your team members are up out here on stage.
I'm Indraneel Basu Majumdar from Don Bosco Park Circus, and my hobbies are painting and listening to music.
Okay.
I'm Priyadarshini Nandy from Birla, and even I'm nervous too.
I'm
Yeah, okay,
Aditya
let's hear more
Sharma
of
from
that.
St. Lawrence High School, and I like girls.
Oh, really?
I'm Vivek from Southern High School. Got a message for Opus. You guys at Opus are great. I love you, Opus.
Whoa. That's more like a rock star. Fine. As in a ham session, you know it's half a minute. It has nothing to do with pork or salami. In the sense, each person will be given a topic and the person will aspire to try and speak for 30 seconds. Now, in between these 30 seconds, which are a very tough span of time, there are several objections which can be raised, and the objections are something like this. You can have stop, pause, stammering, stuttering, colloquial, adverbatim, incoherence, generalization, grammatical error, standard format, time wasting, deviation, repetition of the topic, vulgarity. I'm going to be very strict on that count. Look, I don't mind a surreptitious bit of dilly-dallying around the topic. I don't mind you dropping innuendos, but I don't want a person to be blatantly vulgar, because in no way are we going to insult this institution and all that it stands for. I have been given strict instruction by the teachers that we are to keep out vulgarity from the scope of this ham. Yeah, you have your clarifications. We'll clarify on that later on. 1 minute. Borrowing of ideas, late start, early start, and didn't start. They're different. And dramatization. Now, this is merely illustrative. It's not exhaustive. If there are any other objections you have in mind, you can clarify right now or during the course of the jam. Yeah.
What's generalization?
Generalization is something like this. Supposing you don't establish what you're talking about and you say something like, he said, or that thing was kept on the table, or she was up on the catwalk. Now you have to specify what are you talking about.
You can't use pronouns.
Yeah, you can't be delightfully vague.
That's use of pronouns. Can we say that?
You could put it that way.
So it's an objection.
So go ahead and say generalization. You see, it's not very strict. If you manage to convey the idea, supposing you have already talked of, say, Sushmita Sen, and there is an objection, an invalid one, and you go on to say, she was up on the catwalk, or she was with Rajat Tara, or she was with you. That's understood, because you've already established what you're talking about. Speak into the microphone.
That's
please.
only for invalid objection.
Yeah.
Okay, how many times can you mention a topic?
You can mention the topic once in its entirety. That's it.
Okay, no, even repetition is not allowed.
No, repetition isn't allowed.
Okay.
As in, I will give out the topic to the person concerned. He will speak the topic once. He has the onus of stating the topic once. Any other person who has a problem which most of us face, we have often seen walls being defaced with writings on it. We've seen people scribbling their name on trees. So this is a slightly elongated topic, and the topic is, listen to the topic, I'll state it only twice, okay? Look at the man with an ambition so small, he writes his name on the lavatory wall. Okay? Look at the man with an ambition so small, he writes his name on the lavatory wall. An ambition so small, he writes his name on the lavatory wall. Are we clear on that? Please remember it, I will not state it once again. Okay, look at the man with an ambition so small, he writes his name on the lavatory wall. And the first topic goes out to St. Thomas's Howrah. St. Thomas, your time starts now.
Let's start.
No, since it's the very beginning of the jam, let's not get into that, okay? Go ahead and speak.
I thought it's buzzer. It's not buzzer.
No, it's not buzzers, it's banging. I have stated that repeatedly. There are a panel of spotters out there. Please keep an eye on who bangs first. Okay, put the, no, clock is where it stands. Put the microphone close to your mouth and start speaking now.
Let's start.
Who was it? That's, you're from?
St. Lawrence High School.
St. Lawrence. Okay, St. Lawrence, I'll give it to you. Go ahead and...
Did not start.
No, I know the objection. You needn't state it when I don't ask for it. Okay? Go ahead and speak. Your time... I know the objection. I'm giving you +1. Don't worry. Okay? Your time starts now.
The man with the lavatory wall decided he will go to the...
Who was it? Huh? 8. What's your objection?
He stammered in between. He faltered.
Yeah,
faltered.
okay, I'll give it to you. It was a speech defect. You are from?
South Point.
South Point. South Point, your time starts now.
Look at the man with an ambition so small. He writes his name on the lavatory wall. I don't like this habit of his because this habit of his is...
He was pulling the words. Please speak coherently. I don't know if there's something wrong with the public address system, but that's...
Then it's going to be a permanent
that's a problem that we have, so we'll just have to do with it, okay? If you want, you can always interchange the microphones and go ahead and adjust, okay?
That the students write their names. Students prefer writing their names on lavatory walls. I don't know what comes on the walls. I don't know what fun they get writing the name.
I don't hear any claps, I don't hear any cheers. Look, when I said objection is very simple. She faltered the words. No, I'm sorry. Just one objection. You get a -17. Shri Shikshayatan, please continue and be a little more coherent. Your time starts now.
Lovers have a tendency to write on the trees, and this is very, very awkward.
Your time starts now.
The man was writing his name on the lavatory wall, and I said, oh my God, he has no ambition in life. Why doesn't he go out and write his name on something else that instead of writing?
Okay, only if there is an objection that you think which merits an objection, go ahead, but let them speak. As I said, this was a normal pause during the course of speaking. You just don't speak like a locomotive, okay? St. Xavier's, please continue.
There she was, as each of his backhands went past the bewildered Mikhail Stich in the final of the US Open at Flushing Meadows. Stich did...
That's full stop. That's a bet.
Fifth, 1 minute. When I need clarification. Yeah, okay, he paused. Don Bosco, go ahead. See, don't try and speak so fast where you will have to stop yourself. Speak at a normal tone, you'll get your breath automatically. Don Bosco, your time starts now.
When Andre Agassi went home, he dropped the shield that he had won in the US Open because he was cavorting around with his girlfriend, that is Brooke Shields.
Yeah, what's up?
There's a lot of slurring in between.
No, there is no slurring. There is no slurring.
It was quite incoherent.
I'm sorry. Don Bosco, please continue. -1 to South Point. Don Bosco, continue now.
This made it...
Fourth, I don't want that again, please. That can deter a speaker from speaking. What's your objection?
Stammered.
Yeah, okay, he stammered. It was more like he stopped, but I'll give it to you because it was such a blatant objection. You have any grievances? Okay. Go ahead, your time starts now.
He was so aghast that he flew to his home and...
Change of pace.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. He was so aghast. South Point, your time starts now.
Brooke Shields was the primary reason behind Andre Agassi's.
There was a pause. I'll give it to you. Look, I want some new concepts. I mean, this is an interesting topic. Why don't you go ahead and do so much? you have a Brook shield and who's shielding and broke and there's so much involved. Go ahead. Your time starts now.
Since Brooke Shields was very sexy.
He stopped. He stopped.
Yeah, he did stop. That was a rather pregnant pause. South Point, your time starts now.
Brooke Shields being the main reason behind his success. So,
Paused. He paused.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
He just stopped. He just
Look,
stopped.
I'll tell you clearly what he said. Behind his success, and then the bang came, and that's when he stopped. He stopped on the bang. South Point, please go ahead. South Point, your time starts now.
it was only for Brooke Shields that Andrew Agassi got such a big contract for a modeling agency. Now,
That was a breath pause. Who was
This was
it?
a pause.
No, that was a breath pause. And it was 6th. 5th. Are you sure about that? 5th. -1 to Don Bosco, please. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, South Point, start speaking now.
even if Andrew Agassi had lost in the US Open,
Okay, South Point, did he get any speaking points? He didn't get speaking points, but he ended, so he got +1. South Point does get a speaking point. There seems to have been some problem out here, but it's been clarified. You get 2 speaking points. Okay? The third topic, in chances. Okay? Your time starts now.
Necessity is the mother of taking chances.
Who was it?
He's dramatizing on the word taking chance.
Look, that's his speaking style. I won't give you minuses. But look, that's the way he's been speaking consistently. It's not like he's been speaking very plain and suddenly he's taken off on a different tangent right now. He's speaking this way. Try and cut down on the dramatization. No minuses. Okay? Your time starts now.
People used to...
Third. Objection.
Let me pause.
Okay, he paused. I'll give it to you. And one more thing. No chupkis, please. Either when you're speaking or when somebody else is speaking. I don't want your hand coming down and just taking off. Oh, I'm really sorry. Because in the school circuit, in the college circuit, it just ruins chances of speaking, okay? So none of that. Shri Shikshayatan.
Yeah.
Your time starts now.
There is necessity of...
4.
Stammer.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Look, if you have any grievances, you can go ahead and let me know about it.
The topic has been mentioned once already.
Yeah. Your time starts now.
Necessity is the mother of taking chances. If you don't take risks, there is no way you will succeed in life. All successful people have taken risks at some point of their lives or the other.
Who was it? 7.
He stopped.
Yeah, okay. He stopped. St. Lawrence, right? Your time starts now.
Necessity is the taking of chances because when you don't take any chances, they will decide.
Who was it? 4th. What's he? No, he wasn't slurring. There was a valid objection. Look, I could make out whatever he was saying. He had stated the topic for the 3rd time. Okay, so that was a valid objection. You missed out on that count. -1 to St. Xavier's. Fine, you should have objected. Okay, St. Lawrence, start speaking now.
Taking chances is a very good thing because when you decide to take chances, you learn a lot of things and decide to chase the chances and...
There was no slurring. It was time wasting plainly. I mean, he was just going on. He was fighting for the bell. Okay. So you do get a +2 speaking point and that's an invalid objection. -1 to St. Thomas Kidirpur. Okay. St. Lawrence, continue speaking now. Your time starts now.
By taking chances in life, I have learned a lot of things and that has helped me to succeed in life and that is the way I have decided.
time wasting tactics.
Yeah, okay. That's time wasting. he spoke another 5 seconds. So which means he gets 5 points because he spoke a total of 10 seconds. No, previous to get nullified. He gets a total of 5 points. Okay, St. Lawrence gets 5 points for speaking a total of 10 seconds. Look, I am trying to encourage this, okay? I want people to speak. Your chance, right? Your time starts now.
Only brave people who have taken chances have succeeded in life.
Okay. Okay, who hasn't spoken much? Huh? +1.
Who were traveling to incognito because they did not like the atmosphere at anti-clock.
Yeah. Okay, fourth, he stammered. So, St. Xavier's gets +1. South Point gets +2 for speaking. Okay, your time starts now.
Dressed in pink, traveling in
-1, St. Lawrence. Look, you're squandering your points. I'm telling you this continuously. So, no, use your discretion. I made the rules very clear. I can't assist you at this stage of the ham. St. Xavier's, your time starts now.
traveling incognito, they move to anti-clock. And why?
Yes. -1 to Don Bosco. St. Xavier's, continue speaking now.
And why have we forgotten anti?
Yeah, go ahead, tell me.
He stuttered.
Yeah, he did. He did stutter. +1 to St. Lawrence. Did he get any speaking points? No, he didn't get any speaking points. Yeah, St. Lawrence. Gear up. I cannot state you the topic. St. Lawrence, your time starts now.
Dressed in pink, I decided.
Topic for the third time.
No,
for the fourth time.
he didn't state the topic
No,
in its
I mean,
entirety.
the topic was mentioned.
Look, I said you cannot state the topic in its entirety. He just started talking about the topic. Give him a chance, yeah?
Okay.
South Point -1, St. Lawrence continues to speak. St. Lawrence, your time starts now.
Dressed in pink, I decided to go to a disco.
No, dressed in pink, I decided to go to a disco. I see nothing wrong with it.
He stammered in between.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Okay, St. Lawrence, continue, your time starts now.
Dressed in pink, we went to incognito because it was a nice place to go, and we decided we won't go there because there was a...
What came first, the bang or the bell? At 30 seconds, you could have come up with many objections, primarily being time wasting because, you know, he was just going on and on. Fine.
Pardon. Pardon, can I just go?
Okay, there's a plea